Hi, everybody. It's 6 o'clock. It can only be House of Games time. I'm Richard Osman. I'm joined by 4 famous people, as always. And as always, one of them takes home a trophy at the end of the week. Who are our players? They are Greg McHugh, Sukh Ojla, Jayne Sharp, and Adrian Chiles. Welcome back, everybody. Jayne, a win for you on Monday. Sukh, a win for you yesterday by a point from Greg. How did that feel?
Great.
I'm glad, you know what, I'm glad you were honest. Just said, well, you know, I don't mind winning, I don't mind losing.
No.
It's nice to get a win, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, it is. It's about the winning, not the taking part, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lovely message for Britain's children. You're absolutely right. Gents, Adrian and Greg, it's about the winning, not the taking part. Good scoring for both of you so far, but no wins yet. Greg, are you going to put that right?
Hopefully, but I thought Sukh was very well deserving of that win, but I was furious at the same time. So
Of course
it was a
you
bit
were.
of well done, I hate you kind of thing.
Well, you were head-to-head all the way through. Your points were exactly the same until the very last question of the last round.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard, shall we? See where you are, see where you all are.
There you go, you see? Rock bottom.
I mean, but, you know, 2 points off the lead.
Nah.
You know, that's not too bad. You're literally 1 win away from victory. 4, 5, 6, 6. It doesn't get much closer than that, is the truth. Jayne, you've won a dartboard. Sukh, you won a lovely cooler box,
Yes.
which we were all surprised by the quality of. It's quite nice. So let's take a look at today's prizes.
Yes, please.
See what we fancy. There is the House of Games cushion, the water bottle, the umbrella, the cufflinks, or the salad spinner. Jayne, what are you thinking? I know, right?
It's really silly, but I get really excited about a salad spinner.
Really?
Has anyone got one? Because they're the best things
I've
ever.
got 3.
There's,
you? But what-
there's nothing worse than a wet lettuce.
Yeah.
And honestly, once you've had a dry lettuce, you never go back. And having that with your face on it is even better.
What would you go for, Adrian? Not the salad spinners, you've got 3 of them.
I want a 4th.
4 salad.
You
This
never
guy...
have too many.
This, like, John Prescott was 2 Jags. Adrian
4
Chiles is 4 salad spinners, that's what they call him. Sukh?
Salad spinner.
Salad
it has
spinner.
to be.
Everyone's going salad spinner.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Greg.
What's the obsession with very, very dry salad?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not what I would send salad back for in a restaurant, so
Yeah,
no, I'm not
this is-
interested in
yeah.
that. I think the brolly looks fantastic.
The brolly, spoken like a true Scot.
Yes.
So we've got 3 salad spinners and a brolly. Good luck, one and all. Just 2 points between everybody. It's been a terrific week so far. It's been very close. I know it's going to be close again today. Let's play our first round, which is... Rhyme time. Fingers on buzzers, please. I will ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers simply rhyme with each other. OK? So what are the 2 answers to these? Title used for a ruler of ancient Egypt. And Ravel composition used by Torval and Dean at the '84 Olympics. Yes, Adrian.
Pharaoh Bolero.
Pharaoh Bolero? It's the right answer. Pharaoh Bolero. Next 2. Infamous Hun who attacked the Balkans. And infamous sea monster who attacks Tokyo. Yes, Sukh.
Attila Godzilla.
Attila and Godzilla? Absolutely right. Attila Godzilla. Next 2. Who is this? And who is this? Greg.
Bon Jovi, Russell Tovey.
Bon Jovi, Russell Tovey is absolutely right. Very well done. Next 2. English translation of the fashion term pret-a-porter. And Mary Tortel's comic strip animal dressed in checked trousers. Adrian.
Ready to wear Rupert Bear.
Correct. Ready to wear Rupert Bear. Very well done. Next 2. What is this? And what is the title of this song?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Oh, baby. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. Oh, baby. I be dripping so...
Yes, Jayne.
Is it mousse and juice?
Is it Mousse and Juice? That's exactly what it is. Juice by Lizzo and Mousse by Mummy and Daddy Moose, I guess. Next 2. South American country whose capital is Caracas. And full name shared by Queen and Duran Duran drummers. Yes, Adrian.
Venezuela, Roger Taylor.
Venezuela, Roger Taylor? It is. It's quite satisfying to say, isn't it, Venezuela, Roger Taylor?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Final question in this round. What are these two rhyming answers, please? Ivy League University in Connecticut and English professional rugby team nicknamed the Sharks. Yes, Adrian.
Yale Sale.
Yale Sale. Lovely round for Adrian Chiles there. Well done. This guy can rhyme, can't he? Wow.
If you don't get the first one, you've got no hope.
Yeah, exactly that. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, shall we? Two different winners already this week, Jayne and Sukh. But at the moment, everybody is on 1, except Adrian Chiles, who's on 4. How about that?
I don't like being on.
But yeah.
Right, it's gone too early.
I could see immediately that was not sitting well with you.
No,
But listen,
the bubble's going to burst.
it is what it is. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Let's play a pairs game, shall we? Today, our pairs game is... all in the details. And now, the player in last place chooses their partner. I mean, you're virtually all in last place at the moment. Sukh, have you chosen a partner so far?
No, I haven't.
Why don't I give you the honour of choosing your partner?
OK. I'm going to go with Adrian.
You're going to go with Adrian. OK, so Greg and Adrian, if you will swap places, please.
Oh, my feng shui's all over the place.
Welcome, Adrian. You've got to get used to a new buzzer, all sorts of things.
Oh, nice warm bottom, Greg.
Oh, this feels a bit weird.
Now, before the show, you all filled in some clues that were all something to do with music. You are now going to have to see the clues filled in by your partner and guess what they are edging you towards. OK? So, Adrian, before the show, Sukh filled in some clues. And if you unravel them and decipher them, they should lead you to a person to do with music. OK? So there'll be 3 clues. You have up to 3 words to fill in each. Your first clue is... she was born in, according to Sukh, the States.
Narrows it down.
Narrows it down. She was nicknamed, according to Sukh, powerful singing lady. And your final clue, she made a cameo appearance in Blues Brothers? What are we thinking? I've got a guess.
So we don't even know if the Blues Brothers clue is valid. She may or may not have had a cameo experience.
Exactly. She's on the fence about the Blues Brothers. She lacked conviction.
Aretha Franklin.
Is it Aretha Franklin? Exactly right, Adrian. Well done. Good clues and good guessing as well.
Was she in the Blues Brothers?
Yes, she was indeed, yeah. It's a perfect clue. Could have done it without the question mark, but the question mark made it fun.
Thanks.
She was born in Memphis, which I can officially reveal is in the States, so very well done. Nicknamed the Queen of Soul. But
close.
listen, I know her as powerful singing lady.
Yeah.
And yes, made a cameo appearance in Blues Brothers. Good clues and good answering. A point to Sukh and Adrian. Jayne, before the show, Greg filled in some clues.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And they will lead you, I am certain, to an album.
OK.
But which album is Greg describing here? The artwork on the album cover features, according to Greg, a close planet. Huh. It was originally released in the year 1972, and other albums by the same band include, according to Greg, Brick in Wall.
So I have to give... I can't just give the name of the band. It has to be.
No, it has to be the name of the album, I'm afraid. What band do you think it is?
Pink Floyd.
I think it is as well.
And I can't think. Oh, Dark Side of the Moon. Is that even Pink Floyd?
Dark Side of the Moon is the right answer.
come
Well
on.
done.
Come on, well done.
Don't know where that came from.
I like the moon being described as a close planet.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not a planet, but it is close.
I thought that when I saw it up there, yeah.
Yeah, but I knew what you meant by it. That's why I think it's a good clue. So you sort of think...
I think we can all tap into our child brains sometimes.
it features a sort of prism, doesn't it, with the light going through it. Originally released in '73, so that's a very good clue. Very, very close. the wall, all sorts of things, but brick and wall is a very good... given you had 3 words, brick and wall says Pink Floyd, doesn't it? Sukh, so far this is going very well, which is rare for this round.
Okay.
You now have to decipher some clues filled in by Adrian, and they will lead you, I'm certain, to a band.
Okay.
But which band? They formed in, according to Adrian, this century. OK, well, that's good, because it's...
That narrows it down.
Yeah. It's only 22 years, isn't it? Next clue. Their hits include, according to Adrian, no idea. And your final clue is, if you haven't got it already, they're named after pulses. Huh. Have you got this at home?
I've no clue.
Pulses, a band this century. No, should we give up? Any clue on the other team? There's not a bonus point, but...
Prefab sprout. I don't know why.
Oh, like a vegetable pulse?
Yeah.
Have you got this at home? Because we are clueless in the studio. The last clue is, to me, is I'm like, what can that be?
Well, it's the only clue which is remotely a help, but it's not much of a help, so I apologise.
What was the answer?
For that. Black-eyed peas.
Peas. Black-eyed. I was trying to think, like I didn't think there were any lentil bands.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking like Heartbeat or something like that. Black-eyed peas. Well done if you said that at home. They actually formed in the 90s.
Did they?
It wasn't, but you would. I think that's.
Yeah.
You would think that they'd formed this century. Their hits are loads of things. My Humps, of course. How could we forget? Boom Boom Pow. And they are named after a foodstuff, a pulse. That was a very good clue. Final question of this round. Greg, before the show, Jayne filled in some clues, which will lead you to an instrument, a musical instrument. But which musical instrument is it? Its name comes from, according to Jayne, another country.
Right.
It's a wooden instrument. OK.
OK.
And it is played using a hammer. A hammer. So another country, wooden and a hammer. What do you think at home on this one? I think I've got a clue on this one.
I think I have.
Yeah.
Glockenspiel?
Yeah, is it Glockenspiel?
Yeah.
It is Glockenspiel. Well done.
Well done.
Its name does come from another country, Germany, to be absolutely precise.
Sure.
It's a percussion instrument, and it is played using a small hammer. Great clues, great answering as well, and that's the end of that round. Greg and Adrian. Adrian, lovely to have you here. If you'll swap
Sorry
places
about
again,
those
please.
clues. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Greg. Well done on your Glockenspiel knowledge.
I didn't like seeing you partnered with another bloke either.
And let's take a look at what it's done to our leaderboard. It's super close again. Sukh has 2 points. Jayne and Greg, 3 points each. Adrian Chiles stood out in the lead, 5 points. Are we about to get our third different winner of the week? Shall we play round 3?
Yeah.
It is... Z2A. Fingers on buzzers, please. I'm going to show you 3 clues. You just have to buzz in and tell me what connects those clues, OK? The only complicating factor is I'm going to reveal those clues letter by letter, from Z all the way up to A. So the words will sort of appear letter by letter. Buzz in when you think you know what the clues are and what connects them, please. So what connects these 3 clues? Yes, Sukh.
Planets?
Planets. That's exactly what they are. Mercury, Venus and Earth. Planets. Next 3, what connects these? Yes, Adrian.
Breeds of pigs.
All breeds of pig. Tamworth, British Saddleback and Gloucester Old Spot, all breeds of pig. Next 3. Yes, Sukh.
Films with Robert De Niro?
De Niro films. Taxi Driver, Brazil and Raging Bull, all Robert De Niro films. Next three, what's the connection here? Not many letters left. Yes, Adrian.
Kinds of boots.
They are kinds of boots. Absolutely. Wellington, cowboy and hobnail. Well done. Next one. Yes, Sukh.
Types of stitch in knitting?
Type of stitch? Yep, well, all knitting terms, absolutely right. Slip knot, yarn over and pearl stitch. Good round so far for Sukh and Adrian, absolutely sharing the points out. Next three, what connects these? Adrian.
Dutch towns.
Dutch towns? Yeah, Dutch cities, absolutely. Rotterdam, Maastricht and Groningen. Well done. Final question in this round? Oh, Adrian.
Novels by Brontes.
Are they Bronte novels? They are not, I'm afraid. Jayne.
Kate Bush songs.
It's the other one, yes. They're Kate Bush songs. You've got Babushka, Wuthering Heights and Hounds of Love. That brings that round to a close. Let's take a look at what it's done to the scoreboard. That Adrian Chiles lead's just getting more and more uncomfortable as the show goes on. It's still there. Greg, you got 3. Jayne, you got 4. Sukh, you got 5. Adrian Chiles, 3-point lead on 8. Should we play another round? Might as well, mightn't we, whilst we're here? I've got the buzzer.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, shall we? Round 4 is... I'm terrible at dating. If you could take your tablets out, please.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a series of events from history. You need to write down the year you think they happened, and whoever is closest wins themselves a point. I wonder if you could tell me when this happened, please. Don't forget to play along at home, see if you can beat everyone in the studio. Construction begins on Barcelona's Sagrada Familia. In what year was that? Anyone been? Wow, everyone has. You been? All of you? Wow, that's a lot of people. Greg, so you've been, you've seen it. It's still not finished, that much we know.
Yeah.
But when did they start constructing it?
Well, I remember reading on a very hot day how proud they were of how long it had taken. My extension took about 5 months.
Okay.
6 months. So I've gone for 1782.
1782, so about 240 years ago.
Yeah.
Sukh, what are you saying?
I think it was just over 100 years ago.
Okay.
So I've gone for a nice round number,
Lovely.
1900.
1900. Jayne.
I used no logic,
Okay.
and this number just wrote itself on my
1628. So a big difference of opinion so far. No one is in the same century as of yet. Adrian, where are you?
I've gone for early this century. I've gone for
1911, you're thinking. So we've got all the way from 1628 all the way to 1911. 3 different centuries. What do you think at home? What have you written down for this one? Should we find out? When did construction begin on the Sagrada Familia? 1882. Sukh, you get yourself a point there. Well done. Well done if you're close on that at home. Let's take a look at our next event from history. Canned beer goes on sale to the public for the first time in the UK. When was that? Canned beer for the first time. What are you thinking at home on this?
great question, that.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's one of those ones where there'll be a little bit of social history behind it whenever it is. Sukh, what are you thinking?
I was trying to think of, like, you know, when you watch old kind of shows or old footage.
Yeah. What are they drinking out of?
Yeah. I don't know. I've just gone with 1971. It's probably too
1971.
late, I think.
Jayne, what are you thinking?
I think I've gone too late, but I started off way earlier and then I suddenly thought, no, that was probably bottles. And I went down the same route thinking films. I've gone with 1982.
1982?
I was thinking bottles. Got that really wrong, haven't I?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we had, like, cans of fizzy drink when I was growing up. Adrian, what are you saying?
I don't remember seeing cans of beer in the 70s, but, I mean, ludicrous, I wouldn't really been looking for them, would I? Because I was, you know, I was only a kid. But I reckon... I've thought this is too late and too early, but I'm close to Sukh. I'm going for...
72. Greg, what are you saying? In the 70s and 80s at the moment.
I've gone a bit further back. I've drawn from my extensive knowledge of United States, which I think would have had an influence maybe, and somehow I see the post-war 50s kind of thing going on, so I've gone maybe way too early with 56.
56. I think I'd have been further back, I think, but only because I can't accept that it happened within my lifetime. That's not acceptable to me.
Yeah, I think looking at the logic of this, that seems more reasonable. I think this is too early now.
So 50s, 70s and 80s, what do you think at home on this one? The first cans of beer available in the UK. When was it? Who scored a point? 1936. How about that? A point to you, Greg. Very well done. 1936. Oh, and that, which is not during my lifetime. Well done at home if you said that pre-Second World War. Final question in this round. Name me a year for this, please. Nicolaus Copernicus publishes On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres. That feels like it's earlier than the 1970s.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Every point crucial at this stage. What do we think at home on this? What do we think in the studio? Jayne, fan of Nicolaus Copernicus?
Massive fan, got all his albums. I just guessed. 13, 14.
13, 14. Adrian, are you in a similar ballpark?
A bit later. I got a bit hung up thinking, when was the printing press invented for anything to be published? But that was just... And then I thought, well, if it was very early, they still thought the world was flat then, didn't they? So...
Yeah.
Anyway, I've sort of split the difference, probably in the middle of nowhere. So
you're saying 1575. Greg, you're closer to Jayne or to Adrian?
In the middle, I think slightly closer to Jayne. Yeah, just a number that sounded quite grand.
1438, that does sound grand.
Doesn't it?
Goodness me, 1438. And Sukh, where are you? We're in 3 different centuries here.
We're quite close. Oh. Yeah, quite close. Again, zero logic or knowledge. I've gone for 1482.
1482. They might as well call this show Zero Logic or Knowledge. So 2 15th centuries, a 14th century and 16th century. What century are you in at home, if you know what I mean? Let's find out the answers, shall we, and see who scored the final point of the round. 1543. Adrian, very well played, very close. Nicely done. 1543 the answer. Well done if you were close to that at home. Tablets away, please, everyone. That could be a crucial final point there, Adrian, as well, as we have one more round to go. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Jayne and Greg have 4 points each. Sukh, you got 6 points. Adrian Chiles, 3-point lead, 9 points. Well played. You know what? I genuinely feel for you. That is... because you know what? You can taste it, right? Oh. It's right there, that win. We've had 2 separate winners this week. Sukh and Jayne have both won one. And I know you've said a million times you're not a competitive man, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice on Wednesday to get that win? 3 points. Listen, could go like that. But you never know. Shall we find out as we play? Answer smash, fingers on buzzers. Point for a correct answer, point off if you buzz in and give me an incorrect answer. Very best of luck, one and all. Your first category today is fitness equipment. Those will be the pictures. According to the poem An Essay on Criticism by Alexander Pope, fools rush in where angels what? Yes, Sukh.
Theatre treadmill.
Theatre treadmill is the right answer. Theatre tread and treadmill. Theatre treadmill. Next one. Which US singer had a UK top 10 single in 1969 with My Way? Sukh.
Frank Sinatra trampoline.
Frank Sinatra trampoline is correct. Frank Sinatra and trampoline. Frank Sinatra trampoline. Next one. Which 8-pointed symbol named after an island nation in the Mediterranean appears on the logo of St John Ambulance? That is Adrian.
Maltese cross trainer.
Maltese cross trainer? It's correct. Well done. The Maltese cross and the cross trainer. Maltese cross trainer. Next category. Film actors will be the pictures. Which Cypriot cheese is known to squeak when eaten and has a high melting point suitable for grilling? Yes, Sukh.
Halloumi Lacunis.
Halloumi Lacunis. Halloumi Lacunis. Hello, everybody. Absolutely right. Halloumi Amila Kunis. Catching up, Sukh. Next one. Which classic children's programme featured the title character alongside Teddy and Looby Loo? No one diving in. So Teddy, Andy Pandy Circus.
I thought it might be that.
Andy Pandy and Andy Circus, Andy Pandy Circus. And you didn't get the joy of saying it because it's quite fun to say.
That's a great one.
Andy Pandy Circus. Next actor. Which 2007 UK #1 hit by Mika shares its title with the name of an actor who starred in Rear Window? No one going for it. Yeah, we're answer smashing the name of 2 actresses here. Grace Kelly MacDonald, who we're looking for. Grace Kelly, the Mika single, and Kelly MacDonald, Grace Kelly MacDonald. Do we have another category? We do not have another category. Sukh, some great answering in that final round. Adrian, you had a lead. Have you still got a lead at the end? On Monday, our champion was Jayne. On Tuesday, our champion was Sukh. On Wednesday, our champion is... Adrian Chiles is our champion. Adrian by 1 point. Well done. Well done. He held on. Beautifully played. And yet, but you buzzed in and got one in that final round, which is that's a scary thing to do when you can lose a point.
Yeah.
You've won a prize. Which of these would you like? I mean, are you going for your 4th salad?
Do you know what? I'm going to take the cushion and I want you to sign it for me.
Oh, I'll be very happy to sign a cushion for you. Adrian Chiles takes the House of Games cushion. Well played, Adrian. Our 3rd winner out of 3 shows this week. Let's take a look at what that has done to the weekly leaderboard. It's very, very close. I mean, look at that. 2 points between everybody. 7, 8, 8, and Sukh out in the lead there with 9. 2 days to go. Double points Friday as well. All 4 of you very much in with a chance of taking home that trophy. Is the truth. Greg, yet to win this week, but you've been consistent. And if you win in the next couple of days as well, could look very different. Thanks, everyone. 3 separate winners. We knew it was going to be close. Should we do it again tomorrow, see if Greg can win?
Yay.
Excellent. See you here, same time, same place. We'll see you as well on the House of Games.
It's a substantial cushion. It's not a...
It's nice, right? There's no mucking about.
No.
I mean, listen, some cushions are only good for cats. That's probably good for a horse.